two.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the biggest show on earth. That's right, it's Power Hour. And I have two powerful guests with me to navigate these markets. You saw Dakota this morning. We got Yusef too. Yusef, how you been, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just trying to navigate these markets this week with all the news coming in and out. Kind of trying to figure out what direction it wants to go to. But it feels like every time I come on air, we're at the same price.
Mm-hmm.
For the past 6 months,
there.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That price currently is 67.92 in the ES. Dakota, what are you looking at this hour?
Well, for everyone that was tuning in for Fast Markets this morning, you knew exactly what I was looking at. Looking for a sell-off. Unfortunately, we had that pop-up, stopped me out, got out of the market, and then when I checked it just a few minutes later, we sold off all the way down to where, man, and now here I am. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Not going to touch the live account. I'm going to go back to a sim. We go into Power Hour, and we were holding these 800s pretty well. And so I'm long two contracts, looking for a breakout, see if we could go test 900. And yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm switched to a bull right now just because we held these 800s pretty good. Anything can happen. We shall see.
Indeed. Well, what do we got going on this hour? Took a little meeting and a lunch break, and then I guess Christy Gnome was fired, and the market is down. Get my bearings here. Looking at the options, we got pretty decent structure below here. Makes me lean a little bullish as well. The one thing I can't shake is that we have Pete Hegseth is speaking at 3:30, which is maybe it's completely a coincidence, but that's like directly outside of market hours. So I'm a little bit. Is there some uncertainty there with what's going to be said?
You take a look at oil. It's at 82.
Lee. Well,
Coach Hoop out there with a headline: Oil field operated by a U.S. firm hit in drone attack in Iraqi. Wow. And I'm watching. Yeah, crude's up 10%. That FOMO, Jack,
comes
is
stocks
just
take
building.
notice.
Yeah,
Was it not at 66 last week?
Yeah, we're breaking
65?
through the 70s.
Wow.
I know Friday I was talking about getting long. Oh, we got markets moving right now. What's going on?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
That's
Oil selling off
40
now.
points. Okay, something's happening. Something is moving. Well, this might be playing out a lot quicker than I expected. Gotta zoom in. Gotta zoom in here. You can see this rally. What? That was a bounce. 60 points?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my bearing on what's happening here. Still the same, like as I was mentioning before, we got some positive gamma below here in the SPX around 67.88 or so in the futures. That could provide some support. It won't provide support if there's like crazy news headlines, but that's just the way the game's played.
See if we get any follow through, or if this just kind of fades.
I've noticed with this administration, they're very strategic when they release the information so that the markets don't fumble, so to speak.
Yes.
Like you just brought up Pete Hegseth probably not talking till 3:30 after market closes. They probably don't want people to act emotional with the bit of news right away.
Well, for better or worse, the administration likes to make moves outside of market hours here. So that time just kind of I found interesting. Speaking of interesting, we got to do above below still. Yusef, it's our new guest today. What market do you want to do above below in?
Let's
Yes,
do the
NQ.
Nasdaq since
Let's do it.
that's my bread and butter. Um, let's see. Let's do above below 925, and I'm gonna say above 925. I'm gonna have
Oh,
a risky one there.
all right.
So
24
24
9.
925.
All right. We'll get that pull up there.
I'm with the code on this. I'm pretty bullish on Nasdaq right now.
Are
And
you
we're
in
getting
any
right
position
back
at the
up.
moment?
Wow. Wow, this volatility has
Yeah,
entered the market.
it has.
Well, it looked initially like we were going to get some more movement off that headline. We did retrace quickly. Oil wasn't at 82 for long. Retracing a little bit. 81.27 right now in crude. Mag 7 holding up pretty good today. You know, we're down over 1% in the ES, 1.2% NASDAQ. We're down 2.6% in the Russie. But Amazon's up. Broadcom's still up 2.5%. They had earnings yesterday. Microsoft's up 1%. Nothing getting hammered in there. How
Yeah,
you
there
liking
was
this,
a
Dakota?
Let's see. I would have liked continuation above this 24,880s, but we just spiked up, tagged 900, and we kind of sold off. So I'm not liking as much as I would have if we had just got rallied, but we are holding. We're trying to find buyers in some market structure, higher low, higher low, and so I'm okay with it. I'm we're bouncing here, so I can't be a complainer, right? We're up 30. I might just take one off, but
Yeah.
yeah, this 5 minute candles. Yeah, we're taking off now. Okay, okay.
yeah, woman.
Yeah. No crying in the casino. All right. We
All right.
are up to about 6,800 in the spot market.
That was a 60.1 minute candle to the upside.
Hmm. Yeah. Somebody asked if we were out today because we all had doctor's appointments. Yes. We all schedule every single one of our doctor's appointments and DMV appointments for the same 3 days. Efficient. I got some news. Senior White House official, Treasury expected to announce measure as soon as Thursday to combat rising energy prices that includes using oil futures market.
What?
Are they just gonna like come in there and hit all the bids? Just
Put a buy
we got that.
limit. Nothing below
Hey
this.
man, Bezin is already very active in what like the Argentine peso. Just come in with a trill dog and just short all the oil futures.
Looks like we're creeping up on that 925.
Man, I'm happy with this trade. Power hour, 80 points almost.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
I mean,
Or maybe they're gonna.
it followed my strategy. If I were to go follow through, it tapped into a 4-hour golden pocket and held it. And I mean, it's popping. It's booming right now. I could see it making all the way up to maybe 24,985 before it needs to make another decision. But that could be a good point of shorting as well as a TP for anybody that's already in a long.
Well, maybe they're. I'm still interested about that oil futures comment. I wonder if maybe they'll announce that they got long like a billion contracts behind the scene, and now they're going to cover it and hand out the money. That'd be pretty sick.
Oh man. Is it insider trader if it's the government doing the trading?
Who's going to enforce it? Although the government is, does use the oil futures market. I know that they, you know, regardless of what you think about Joe Biden, he was unwittingly one hell of an oil trader because when it gets low enough, they'll just buy it to replenish the strategic petroleum reserve. Yeah, a little outsider trading like Chip Roy.
Man, this is holding up really well. I'm going to move my stop loss. We're 90 points in the money, and buyers are just stepping in here.
So how would you decide where you would want to put your stop loss there, Dakota?
I'm watching this 100 tick, and right now I have it at 816. I'm going to actually just trail this up. I'm going to move it at 890. There's a pivot right there, and I'll continue to watch for these pivots on the 100 tick chart.
All right.
So,
I might honestly, I might leave it a wider than I normal because of this volatility. We'll see.
yeah, it is pretty volatile. I would like to talk about that trade that happened earlier that you and I took, Dakota. I don't want to see what you guys think about this. So, I was I had gotten to that short with you earlier, right before you guys got off air,
Okay.
and it was in a pretty solid golden pocket. And I'm gonna go ahead and take that off so we're able to have a clearer picture. Um, so it was in a golden pocket right here on the 5 minute or the 15 minute, and instead of going for this golden pocket or this fib retracement, I realized it went for the higher. It actually used the high of the New York session and the low of the New York session, and that one actually was a higher probable trade. So you and I kind of got stuck there at that 2540s, 2550s, if you recall.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
Um, and I had we were about 25, 30 points in the money, and I decided to move my stop to break even. Thank God I did, because it popped what 70 points in the span of 2 minutes. Um, but then after I saw that happen, I said, "Man, it looks like it's bullish." So I went ahead and I went to my business. I took care of stuff. Within 10 minutes of me looking at my phone, and it's funny. It's always when you step away from the screen that the setup that you're waiting on comes to
Happens.
fruition.
What do they say?
Um,
A watched pot never boils.
Mm.
yeah, that's a very good one.
um,
A-
I don't use
And it was an A plus
Fibonacci,
setup though.
but yeah, I mean we are seeing the same thing, right? And
Yeah.
I'm more of a momentum trader, right? Breakout momentum, and it looked like we were going to get it in the middle of fast markets or near the end of fast markets. So I was willing to put the risk on, and you know, as we were tapping on those lows with some of the volatility we were seeing, I was definitely not expecting a bounce up, right? Yeah, it's just one of
Especially
those.
without that
It's
magnitude.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Freedom says that saying's not true. It does. No, the saying is just because if you sit there and you watch it, it feels like it's taking forever. Like if it takes 10 minutes, it's going to take minutes. 10 minutes, no matter what. If you're watching it or you're not. But the idea that you're in front of it, it seems like it's taking forever. And it's the same with trading, right? A lot of times I'll place a trade during slow markets and I'll just let it run overnight. And you just let the trade work out and it works out amazing. But if I sit there and watch it, you're watching every single candlestick get formed. You are emotional, right? You're trying to overcomplicate it. You overthink, and you probably have that urge to adjust something, move your stop loss, move your take profit, and then you end up in a worse position than if you just never touched it.
Oh, we got a little more out of
Not
Bezant
prob-
here. He is Moles asking Bezant Moles asking China to reduce oil purchases from U.S. adversaries. That from the Wall Street Journal.
What's the oil doing? Are we still?
We're below
No, back
80.
down
Oh no, we're not.
80. 80.
We were briefly. It's moving. I glanced
Yeah,
away for like 20 seconds. It's at 80.44.
the the high is 82.16, so
Bitcoin 71,093 in the spot. VIX is up since we got off screen before, Dakota. 2442.
Ooh, okay. Bit of fear in these markets.
Pretty
What else?
persistent.
Everything else seems pretty where it was when we left it, right?
More or less. What time we get off at? Trying to remember. At 11. Oh yeah, we had that
Yeah,
spike
11
there.
Central. Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, these prices look familiar.
Yeah.
Apparently we got gold popping. I do have that.
Okay.
I can confirm.
Do we-
Gold is indeed popping in the last 10 minutes or
Here's-
so. 75, about 25 bucks, 26 bucks.
Uh, do we see
Big level here.
25,000 here in the NASDAQ during power hour? That would be wild.
Is that where you're going to hold to? Like you're just going to trail this?
Yeah, I'll hold it because we've seen 5,200, so we've seen 200 points above, and now we've seen 200 points below. So why not finish at 25,000?
The math's out there.
I would love to see our market close with 24,926. So I could look like a complete genius on the over under.
It's a good feeling. Reminder, we won't be on air tomorrow until fast markets, but there is a big number beforehand. 7:30, we got non-farm payrolls.
Are we
Coming
back
up
to normal schedule next week?
We are. Monday, everything goes back to the way it was. Hogue, Andre, Dr. Volatility, Dolby, all will be here.
So the sky's not falling then.
No. We're back in
Thank
the
you,
ES to kind of what was the support during fast markets today. The 6810 SPX. Seem maybe there could be a little bit of resistance here. It's nothing catastrophic.
See if we could. Buyers just stepped in there right at the start of power hour. I'm gonna trail this up now a little bit more. Continuing, locking in profits. Over 100 points.
I'm debating a sell. We'll let this cool down a little bit. 30 minutes until MOC. We do, I think Sodbuster mentioned, we do have Costco earnings 15 minutes after the bell today.
Okay, interesting.
I think that's
What
more
do you think
important than Pete Hegseth.
Yeah.
It's a big reflection of the consumer confidence. I'm a Sam's Club guy myself, but that's because they don't have a Costco where I'm at. So
Yeah, that's a good answer. Love my Costco. Market capitalization for Costco is $435 billion. A big old retailer.
I read recently that they're heavily looking to expand in 2026 and 2027. So that can be good for investors or shareholders.
Yeah. Weren't they going to build like apartments on top of a Costco somewhere?
I read
Really?
that once, but I thought I was just saying something that was a joke.
I don't know.
I hope it's not a
I would live
joke. I'd
there.
move there.
It's like, I need some milk and just go downstairs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can have the cheap lunch. I need to grab a hot dog real quick.
Yeah, parking would suck, but beyond that, I love the Costco near me. I I love it. I use it all the time. So much so that I'm not even sad that it took the place of a beloved amusement park. It's on the site of what used to be Kittyland. Some OGs in the chat know what I'm talking about.
I have a picture when I was like 1 years old there.
You went there.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I was
There you
born in
go.
Chicago.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Obviously, I know nothing about it. I was one, but there's a picture of me there.
Mm-hmm.
Buyers are aggressive this last hour,
Yeah, man.
tapping these 950s.
Hmm.
Pretty decent movement for power hour. You're talking about 100 points essentially during power hour.
Yeah, over actually. We started. I'm up 108, and I got in, and I was in a little bit of drawdown to start. What a pump!
Yeah.
What part of Chicago? It's in Melrose Park, so not technically Chicago.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that there's gonna be a wall of sellers at right around that 25,000 mark. Just seems like a solid round number. Plus, with my fib also shows that the golden pocket would be between 25,000 and 24,965. So that little 35-point window be a very good place for a TP.
Or Dakota wins and we just squeeze away shorts into the close
I'm
and
fine
hammer
with
the
both.
market overnight.
I'm fine with both. This isn't my live, so I could take it or leave it.
Is this a combine that you're on?
Yeah, I took the loss in my live account this morning, looking for a breakdown. We didn't get it. Sometimes that tends to be the case, and it can be a little bit frustrating when um, it works out really well when you're not trying, right? I got into one or two contracts long and we broke out. This is, turn this upside down. This is what I was looking at during the end of fast markets. I was looking for a breakdown, and unfortunately, it didn't work. Now here I am looking for a breakout, and we're getting it. And I'm able to hold on to a runner.
No, definitely a good play. I was gonna put in for a buy at that 860 level, but it just moved on without me too quick. I felt like at that point when it made it to 910, I was already too extended. My risk would have been too high personally. But I think you made a great
Hmm.
call there, Dakota. Especially that three bar reversal
25,000.
was there, wasn't it?
Uh, Not really. This is more of just the structure. Sure, you could argue there's some three bar reversals down there near the bottom, but this is just kind of
Hmm.
a holding support. And oh my, wow, here we are tapping on 25,000.
Wow.
Dakota, I was hovering over a trade. It's gonna be hindsight capital right before we came on. Decided not to tempt fate a second day in a row. And it would have been like almost at full profit right now.
What, buying some calls?
Yeah, the little buying like uh the 6,800, 6,825 call spread.
Oh, okay, okay. Almost exactly the opposite you did yesterday.
Same idea though. I mean, some of this stuff just seems cheap because I couldn't really tell you why. Like, I think this market can move way in one direction at any point right now. I'm amazed by the confidence that these pumpers are showing right here.
Let's see. I was. Hmm. My risk was at the low, so I was risking 70 points. Not too
What are we
bad.
risking now? You're just not moving it?
No, I'm just looking at this trade overall.
Okay. Couple minutes ago to the bottom of the hour. Might see a little bit of liquidity get ejected there.
$60. And this is me taking notes. Whenever I am in a simulated account or I'm testing stuff out or I'm like I take notes and I measure like, okay, this is where my stop loss was, this is where it would have been. What can I do better or different? Very rarely does a trade work out this well where you get in and it just goes straight where you're looking. I have my stop loss at 890s. But I'm going to trail this up through these pivots. It's going to be locking in 111 points. My stop loss is at 949. Below this last pivot. The real news, baby. I wish that's how it worked all the time, right? You just get in and go straight to where you want it.
All green 5-minute candles too. So the drawdown, anxiety, and there was nothing there. Just
No.
literally going with the flow.
I had a decent sized position in the personal going into Power Hour, and I have a take profit at 25,000.
Yeah, we itched it by 6 points.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just sitting here watching, like, okay, let's get to this 25,000 level.
Yeah, the only thing that makes me skeptical is that at 11:28 on the 1-minute candles, we hit 24,999.5 and flushed from there. So yeah, there's definitely a wall of sellers there. I'm sure a lot of people. That's such a round number. People are just ready for it.
I might be getting out of this one. We'll see.
Anything happening in the world? We also have South Korean CPI at 5 p.m. As said, we get non-farm payrolls tomorrow. We get retail sales. 9 o'clock business inventories. Baker Hughes rig count. All right. It's Friday.
Yeah, I'm flat. I'm out. Now it's looking like a 3-bar reversal up here, but I'm not going to be short. I'm not going to take the short here.
All right. 2:30. 20 minutes till MOC. We do have a very important news package that we can do right now. Don't forget, daylight saving time starts Sunday. So you'll move your clocks ahead by an hour. That shift doesn't have to take a toll on your sleep. There's an exclamation point there. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on how to prepare now so you can spring forward without losing any of those Z's.
It's that time of year again. Sunday, March 8th, spring forward an hour starting at 2 a.m.
With spring forward specifically, people tend to have a little bit more difficulty acclimating to it.
Michelle Drerup with Cleveland Clinic says data shows this shift in time can lead to a rise in cardiovascular events and accidents. Sleep disruptions can also affect mood due to grogginess, headaches, fatigue, and increased irritability.
We just want to be cautious if you're driving in those early mornings after the time change. Sometimes people may decide like, okay, I'm going to on that Monday morning, I'm not going to schedule anything that takes, a lot more focus or high kind of, attention task.
Drerup says preparing now before the time change is key. Start by gradually adjusting bedtime and wake time. Go to bed 15 to 20 minutes earlier and wake up 15 to 20 minutes sooner. She says it's especially important for children and teens.
So it's not a big hour chunk at one time.
Maximizing light exposure in the morning is also key. Drerup says opening the blinds and going outside to walk will help wake you up. And while it's tempting, she says to avoid midday snoozes and not to compensate with over caffeination,
which may help in that moment or for that day, but then potentially puts us at risk for having more difficulty falling asleep that night, depending on timing of when a nap or caffeine use is occurring.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Guys, I don't want to hear it in the chat. That is important information, and you will treat it with respect.
I'm
Your
fasting
health
for
and safety.
Ramadan.
Oh,
So
okay.
when this happens, it actually delays my dinner by 1 hour. So I am not looking forward to this time change.
Yeah, this isn't my favorite time change either. You lose an hour.
That is right. But on the bright side, it's good for business because now you have an extra hour of sunlight. So, and plus with tax season, the shop should hopefully do pretty good after this time change next week.
Nice. Still hanging out around here. Go to flatten that trade.
Yep, I want to see these 25,000s hit.
Man cave trades. Extra hour of boating. Hell yeah.
Where's the extra hour coming from? You could just wake up earlier or go to bed
Sunlight.
later. Well, you don't get an extra hour of sunlight.
Well,
in one
functionally
day.
you do. You get more sunlight towards the end of the day. In Chicago, it's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
We've gone through all these months of it being dark. It's getting a little better, but not a lot of people going boating before work, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, as you get closer to the summer, all of a sudden sunrise is at 4:30 and sunsets at 8. So, I mean, we do have more sun. There is definitely 15, 16 hours of sun versus just 12.
I guess
Some
if you have
countries
a
don't
job,
change their
right?
time.
Some states don't either, right? Arizona, I think.
Yeah, some
I
states
believe
do
yours-
not.
Based.
All right.
25 for Dakota.
25,000. Let's get it.
25 and a quarter to make sure he gets filled.
Yeah, good. Yes, you're good call on that one. It's not a sim that I have the position open on. 5 minis.
Oh, that's a strong position. Feels like when you make $500, it's not that much. When you lose $500, it's a lot. It's kind of crazy how the psychology of that works.
Such is life.
Yeah. I tell traders all the time, like, it doesn't matter whether it's a micro or a mini or 5 micros or 5 minis. It's all the same. It's the same process. Not until you start getting into, I don't know, 50 or 100, you might want to adjust the way you get in. But we're trading the NASDAQ. It's so liquid.
Come on. Just 120 point pop.
It's wild. They decided, let's buy it.
I mean, it's
Coast is
hitting
clear.
right against a 5-minute 200 EMA. That's kind of where it's rejecting at right now. Plus, I like to just mark out the 15-minute orb that people use. I don't really use it to trade. It's just another confluence. So it's right there at the bottom range of the 15-minute orb in a golden pocket to go short. Hitting against the 200 EMA. I should take a short here, but I just not super comfortable taking a trade in power hour, to be honest. I feel like the strategy is kind of thrown out the window.
Yeah, we're coming up on time as well, going into the last. But the answer to some of those traders is no, the psychology is completely different. Yeah, the psychology is, right, if you're thinking about the dollar amount, but the process is the same, right? Yes, it doesn't matter whether it's mini, micro. I'm just talking about the process. The same 3-bar reversal works on a micro the same way it works on the mini, getting in, getting out. It's all the psychology that we make it difficult on ourselves thinking about the dollar amounts.
Well put.
It's always say if I had
Brett
$10
says.
million account, I think I could easily make 100 grand a day.
It's easy,
I
right?
always know where it's gonna go, just not when it's gonna go, right?
It's a billion-dollar question. Hey, looky here.
Come on, $2.
Come on, get it. We're almost there.
$2.
All roads coming up, 6830. Full session VWAP.
Almost.
Is that where the party ends?
Come on. Come on. I don't think the last $100 is worth it, Dakota. Might need to want to get it out that 98.
It's a limit
What is it,
order,
5
so we're just
minis?
letting it.
Okay. I believe what is 5 minis each point is $100? Yeah.
Correct.
In the NASDAQ? Yeah.
Yeah.
75 cents.
I'm just waiting to hear for the sound.
What's going on here,
99.5.
Dakota? You have an order in there or what?
Yeah, I have a limit order at 25,000.
Son of a gun.
All right. What's up? I could hear Hogue in the back of my head. 10% rule.
Yeah, I'm with Hogue. Oh my God, it's the same number it rejected out earlier at the 1128.
What a market.
What a tease.
The high is 2499.5.
Oh, just give it. Not seeing a ton of options at the moment.
Mm.
10 minutes until MOC.
All right, I'm out 3 of the 5, and I'll just hold these last 2 into the MOC.
Sounds so disappointed.
Yeah. What do you mean? A tick away from my take profit?
I know, dude. I know. I was ready to
If that
jump
was
up
my
out of my chair.
yeah, if that was a stop loss, it's gonna be probably a different story. It tags it.
What is the joke and on Instagram? Is it like take profit, stop profit, take loss? Is kind of I forgot how it goes. It's like you're doing the opposite. So
Yeah.
they just I
Oh,
don't know.
okay. Yeah.
If I get it, I have
Yeah.
to share
I know
on the
what you're
Discord.
referring to.
But it's hilarious. Like I watch it every time I see that kind of clip, I just sit there and watch and crack up at that trader because a lot of people they misconstrue what trading is. Like trading is a science. There's a certain psychological science to it all. Some people just say, "Oh, it looks going up, let me buy. It's going down, let me sell." There's a lot more to it for sure.
Stop profit, take loss.
Yeah, that's the one.
Somebody asked if I trade SPX. Yeah, I did yesterday during Power Hour. I did not today. That position would currently be 6-1 winner. No FOMO though.
All right, MOC. Let's get this thing back up to 25.
So that's the thing at MOC. It'll just do anything. I think strategy is out the window at that point. If you're not already in a position, kind of just
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no SPX futures market. SPX is just the index, right? And it's mainly a vehicle for options, right? Very liquid options market.
I'll tell you guys last Friday. Last Friday was a tough day to trade. Still
I
waking up
can't
at
even
night
remember
sometimes thinking
anymore.
about it.
What happened Friday?
It-
I've been living in the void.
It just stayed in the same range all morning and then kicked me out and then went on and did everything I wanted to and more. Yeah, it was extremely frustrating. I'm trying to see where it was. What was the date last Friday? 27th.
Yeah, going back to February with the stupid
There it
28
is.
days always confuses me on dates.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and there's the specific candle that got me too. It was at 9 a.m., 4-hour candle, 25,036.75. I believe my stop was at 25,035, and I was shorting, and it went. I mean, it just dumped. Pretty sad. A 300 point, 250 point dump there.
Oh, new missiles. It's depressing because like with a lot of these news things, I would just advise just having up a news feed. I've mainly just been reading out the red highlighted ones. All right, we're having a little
There's
party
just so
here.
much news.
I
So
know.
hard to keep up with this week.
Yeah, MOC is coming in. 5 minutes.
It's like it's domestic news, international news. I mean, it's just resources, energy news.
Yeah, it's been that way for like all of February and through now. Congratulations to everyone that has survived all of that.
Right. I remember, I never tried that poly market. Was it Kalashi? I've never attempted those
Yeah.
things. But Donald Trump, our president, told us Iran has 10 days to figure it out, and then everything started on the 9th or 10th day. So he gave it to us again on a silver platter, and I didn't take it. You know.
Yeah, it's my aversion to having a crypto wallet that's kept me off of those. But someday, as the things become bigger, I'll probably start looking at that more.
Yeah, I think the return was insane. I think if like things started on the 28th, you could have got like an 80% return on whatever you put in there. Should have put $100 to try to pay for another reset of a combine or something. Try that.
Mm-hmm.
I am trading on One Express, and I have 2 combines that are about $600 away from passing. So I'm
Okay, nice.
yeah, I'm kind of again just taking little jabs. If I can hit 150 tomorrow, it'll be eligible for a payout. So that'll be 2 payouts in a week. So hopefully we can succeed in that.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not about even taking them. It's not even about the monetary value of the payout. It's just, it's good confidence boosters to pull a little bit of money out of the market. Should have taken that short.
Richard
It's just
Harris, my
crazy
man.
when you guys look at my fibs, guys. I mean, the golden pockets, they were perfect. I mean, it was perfect for the long side and the short side.
Yeah. I was just gonna say to Richard Harris, a man with many, many takes. Some of them maybe questionable, but I agree with you there.
I think Richard is my favorite guy to watch at what he writes every day. Favorite guy in chat for sure.
This is what I
And he
mean
has
when I
like this
said
inner
earlier.
monologue. He does
Yeah.
his inner monologue on the chat, which is insanely hilarious.
Brad Sims.
All right, buyers. MOC,
MOC,
minute and a half.
90 seconds.
Pushing a little higher even. Oop, you try and post those numbers as soon as you can. I think mine come in a little delayed. And some people get very upset when I do not say the numbers right away. Under a minute. The anticipation is killing me.
I
Yeah,
think we can have a pop up to
long.
25,000.
I
Just
feel
because
it.
I got my order there. Let's do it.
Dakota, which market do you prefer to trade recently, Asia or New York?
Both have been really good, to be honest. Uh, Obviously, I love my Asian session. It's my slow markets. It's been good to me, but it depends. Right, both have good opportunities.
Yeah, I've noticed when I watch you on slow markets, though, you just seem extremely way
There
more
we
lax.
go.
Like it's like you're at home.
MOC.
Yeah.
Ah,
Boom! There
did
we
you
go.
get
There
it?
There
we
you
go.
go.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Woo! That's
About time.
straight. Oh, that paid for dinner.
Nice.
You healed up
Have
quick
yourself a
too, Dakota, on with your whole boxing thing, dude.
What's that?
Yeah, but you had that little bruise last week. You healed up really quick, man. You need to tell me how to.
Uh,
I got some bruising on my arm right now. I've been trying to get away from it. It's been there for like 2 weeks.
oh wow, the chat. I'm gonna be honest. The community gives some top tier advice. Was just telling me about. I can't remember what the product was. There's a couple, you know, products that I used to just put on my eye and it helped. But I've been taking a lot of vitamins as well, which I'm thinking that worked to improve like the recovery time for that. The
yeah.
crappy thing was I had a photo shoot scheduled literally like 3 days after I got the black eye, so I had to postpone that, and so I did everything I could to just recover from it.
For
It took
sure.
about a week and a half,
Really
until
quick.
it was.
I got the MOC. That was big buy side. 2.6 billion S&P, 1.9 billion
Wow.
Nasdaq, 1.14 billion Dow, and just over a billion Mag 7.
How many days out of the week do you train, Dakota?
6.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's a lot, man.
It's a lot of cardio.
I'd say
What you
90%
do,
of it
Sid?
is cardio.
Yeah.
I tell
All
I
right.
do weightlifting, so you could probably like
okay.
beat
Right.
me in a just strict like just running around the ring. Probably wear me out pretty quick.
A lot of people don't realize that it really is conditioning. Conditioning alone could probably take out 95% of people wanting to box. Like, sure, all you do is, like you said, you either just defend for one round and then the person's exhausted in
Mhm.
60 seconds.
It's crazy that you could probably apply those principles and stuff strictly to the trading too, huh? Kind of pacing yourself, picking your spots, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot between trading and sports like this, right? There's disciplined, patience, waiting for the right setups, not going 100% and going all in, saving your pacing
Hmm. Risk
in all
management, I
sports.
guess you call it.
Yeah, yeah. Keep your guard up, right? Your stop loss, risk
Yeah.
management.
Well,
Don't
did
drop your
something
hand.
slightly silly there, guys. I got short 5 MES instead of 1, just to take a flyer to see if we sell off here at the end of the day.
Micros or minis, Jack?
Micros, thank goodness. I've done that before too. But whatever, we'll take the risk.
Andre Smith. No, I don't wear makeup.
That was dumb. What do we got? 5 minutes left. Let's flip this MOC.
Segi trades, yes. The worst.
Check out the option stuff here.
Yeah.
6-month range. Yeah, we're gonna spike this up here.
Remember,
Gosh darn it.
tomorrow's non-farm,
It is.
so high or low, high or low. That's all that was.
Come on, you don't want to hold this overnight. We got a gap here. We got a exit coming on. We got Costco earnings. You don't
I have a
want
hot
this.
take. I have a hot take for tomorrow's price
Oil's
action.
crashing.
What's that?
No, I think the Nasdaq sees 25,400.
Will we finally break out of this? Why not? I could see that.
I think we could see a 400-point move between now and tomorrow at this time.
Especially if he can break over 200 and hold over 200, there's nothing going to stop it from hitting that 400.
I'm aware it's a long. We're so dead here. Or maybe
I
not.
mean, I want to see a 100-point flush just for Jack and for my over/under to be on point. So
That would be ideal.
for sure. Isn't there another market? So there isn't there usually another MOC type of ordeal at the 55-minute mark. Did we already have that?
Yeah, they updated a little bit. I don't have that yet.
Maybe we could
See
drop back down
let's
to
see some
25,000.
Getting a call from Kentucky. I don't know what that's about.
So since my over/under was 24,925 and I said over, is that a W or or am I way too overextended at this point? Is that considered a win? Can I put that like on my win column?
Sure.
I'll take it. You know, considering I made the
As a
call at
reminder,
24,860.
yeah. As a reminder, guys, just yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're on this abbreviated schedule. There's some team meetings. So we'll be on tomorrow for Fast Markets and for Power Hour. Dakota and Jay will be back in the morning. And then everything will be back to normal on Monday.
Yep. Doctor appointments.
Yeah, this is going up. We're going to get stopped.
What a rally.
BTFD.
And then keep buying it too. Yeah. Ah, darn it. That was not one of my best. Yesterday was much better. You think it keeps going here? We got just a minute or two left.
I think it's gonna reject at 25.60.
I think we go to the 80s.
I mean, could just be squeezing everyone.
Now the market could be setting up for Mr. Pete. That's true.
Well, you got any news on it?
Let's squeeze up to these 80s.
We got 75 seconds to the close.
Ain't no one going to cover these longs?
Last 60 seconds. Let's see it. Oh, chip 14,000 ES Delta. Okay.
Wow.
People wanting to get in. Here we go. Squeeze them. 60s. Let's see it.
Not as much squeezing in the ES at the moment.
Nope.
Oh. 20 seconds. Make or break.
Yeah. After the bell, we might see a move. They tend to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I've noticed happen to a lot of our guests on Power Hour. There it goes.
Yeah, let's see.
There we go.
Right.
Well, Youssef, thank you immensely for joining us. Always a pleasure to see you.
Always.
Dakota, nice long there. You'll be back tomorrow morning with me and Jay to do Fast Markets. Remember, we'll be going on at 8:25 or so. So we'd love to see you guys there. In the meantime, usually this is when Dr. Volatility comes on to send us home. So I'll try and do it. Just like I did the last stream. Let's
Go to
pray
Jack
for peace.
one shot.
Oh no, not this again.
Chug it.
All right. Pray for peace. Stay safe. Don't trade too big. Brush your teeth. Start your preparations for daylight savings time. Remember, we're springing forward, as you saw in that important news story. Anyway, great spending some time with you all today. Hope to see you back tomorrow. This has been Topstep TV. Let's go.
Most people won't see it. Not the wake-ups, not the weight of repetition, not the days that start cold and quiet. They'll see the win, the 1 second that worked, not the hundreds that didn't. This isn't about hype, it's about habits. I write it down, every run, every trade. Not to remember, to refine. I've missed, I've fallen, I've lost, but I've always come back sharper. I don't train for motivation. I train for execution, over and over. Whether I'm in the pipe or in the market, I'm chasing the same thing.